I've tried an insane amount of morning routines. From morning routines that took me 3 hours to morning routines that consisted of just waking up and getting straight to work. What I've found is that most morning routines are just procrastination, but some small and effective morning routine is better than no morning routine at all. So this morning routine is about 30 minutes long. It has an insane amount of 80-20 activities. And to be honest, this is the most effective routine that I've ever used, and it is not even close. The first thing you have to do to start the morning is you actually have to wake up, obviously. What is the best way of waking up? Well, if you can wake up naturally and not need an alarm, that is going to be by far the best thing you can do. I've found few things that have improved my sleep more than just waking up naturally. And this seems like a luxury to have, but the reality is if you can't wake up naturally and if you need an alarm, it's probably because you're going to bed too late. So if you can move your bedtime a little bit further forward, then it's probably going to be better because you can actually wake up naturally. If you do need an alarm, the first thing I would recommend is getting yourself a smart light and put that as your bedside lamp. So when you wake up or when you want to wake up, you can set the light to automatically turn on. That light is going to come into your eyes. You're going to wake up a little bit. It'll probably wake you up. That is a much better way of starting the day than something like an alarm. If you can't have that, or if you don't have that, I would then recommend something like, if you have a smart device, you can use a vibration to wake. That is, again, less aggressive than an alarm clock. So that would be my second recommendation. And third, if you actually had to use an alarm, get an actual alarm clock. Don't use your phone to wake you up, because we don't want our phone in our bedroom. Not only is the phone going to be something that we mess around with before bed if it's in our bedroom, but it's also something we're going to mess around with in the morning. If you have to get out of your room to get on your phone, it's going to significantly increase the likelihood that you actually get out of bed and start the day more quickly than if you can just reach to your side drawer, pull out your phone and start scrolling. In terms of the time you want to be waking up, of course, if you got work or you have things you have to do, this might not be possible, but try to wake up when the sun is coming up. If you wake up when the sun is coming up, this is when your body naturally wants to wake up. This is when we were designed to wake up. Not to mention the fact that we're going to use the morning sunlight a little bit later in this routine to properly set our circadian rhythms. But waking up when the sun naturally rises is probably going to be the best time to wake up. All right, so first thing I do as soon as I wake up is I just go to the bathroom, use the toilet. I shouldn't have to explain to you how to use a toilet. I hope you understand how to do that. But after I finished using the toilet, then I'll jump on the scales. So just get yourself some kind of scales. I'm pretty sure this cost $50 max, but get yourself a pair of scales and set it in the bathroom. And then obviously how you would use scales is you just stand on it. Voila, take your weight. The reason we want to do this every day rather than every week is that your weight is going to fluctuate throughout the day based on your water weight. So if you take a weight every single week and then take the average of that weight, you're going to get a more accurate representation of what you actually weigh. And then you can adjust your calories to adjust the inputs to change what the outputs are going to be. So that's why I weigh myself every day. And it's a pretty easy thing to just habit stack. So after you've been to the toilet, straight away, you just jump on the scales. So that's a good little 1-2 maneuver to start the day. The next thing I do, which is also in the bathroom, is I try and scull about 1 liter of water. Am I a hero for using an empty tequila bottle as my water bottle? Yes. Let me show you what I do. I just try and scull this as quickly as possible throughout the day. So we'll see how quickly this goes down. Oh, yeah. My college days have served me well. That was pretty quick. The reason for the water is obviously when you're sleeping overnight, you're gonna get dehydrated. So first thing when you wake up in the morning, if you just smash a liter of water, it's gonna get you nice and hydrated to start the day. You don't wanna wait too long to drink your first bit of water because your body really needs a bit of water. It needs to rehydrate quickly. If you wanna add some sort of sea salt or something like that to add a bit more hydration, you can do that. I usually just do regular water, but a good thing to do to start the day. And I would recommend that you fill this up the night before and then just leave it in the bathroom so it's so streamlined. You literally wake up, toilet, weigh, water. So that is like the first thing you do when you wake up. Literally jump out of bed, use the bathroom, get on the scales, weigh yourself, record it, maybe put it in like a fitness tracker app like Chronometer, MyFitnessPal, or if you have like a wearable, you can put it on there, or just chuck it in an Excel spreadsheet, but make sure you're putting it all in the same place so you can look at your weight over time and then make adjustments accordingly. And then smash your bottle of water, preferably out of some sort of hard liquor bottle because it makes you look pretty cool. And that is the first thing we do. By the way, if you are an entrepreneur and you would like help reaching peak mental and physical performance to grow yourself and your business, then I'll leave a link in the description below for you to check out. So the next thing we're gonna do is a 20-minute walk. Now you may be thinking, for a 30-minute morning routine, why would we be spending 20 minutes walking? Well, what we're doing is a 20-minute brisk walk. The first reason for that is we're getting in cardio, we're getting in quick steps. So 20 minutes first thing in the morning, you knock out 20 minutes of cardio. Great way to start. The next thing we're doing, make sure you keep your sunglasses off, we don't want any glasses on, is we're gonna get a lot of morning sunlight in the eyes. And morning sunlight is great because it's gonna set your circadian rhythm, it's gonna allow you to wake up easier in the morning, it's gonna allow you to go to bed quicker, faster at night. It's gonna make you have more consistent, stable energy throughout the day. So the sunlight in the eyes first thing in the morning is a great thing to do. The third thing I like to do on the walk is I like to do a meditation. So when I'm walking, I try to focus my mind on my breath. The reason the meditation is so good is the meditation keeps you calm, it keeps you relaxed, reduces your stress levels. It just makes you feel a bit more present, a bit more calm throughout the day. Definitely a really nice way of starting the day. So within your 20-minute walk, you've knocked out a 20-minute meditation, you've knocked out 20 minutes of cardio, and you've got 20 minutes of natural sunlight in the eyes. So an amazing way of starting the day. Woo. Last thing you want to do is a 2 to 3 minute cold shower. The reason for this is that we want to get a bit of cold exposure throughout the week. I did a whole video on this, but getting around 11 minutes of cold exposure per week is going to give you 90% of the benefits of the cold exposure. So it'll make you more alert, it'll make you more focused, more energy levels. It's going to increase your dopamine production. It's going to reduce your inflammation, improve your blood flow, make you just feel really damn good to start the day. If you're getting a 2 to 3 minute cold shower, that's going to be absolutely perfect. Now you can either do what I'm doing right now, like a psychopath, and just doing the whole shower cold, or you can do a hot shower and then switch it to cold at the end. The benefit of doing it cold from the beginning is that it saves you a lot of time in the shower. I find that if I have to switch to cold at the very end, then I just delay it for ages and I end up spending a really long time in the shower. So just biting the bullet and doing the cold shower straight away is what I do. It's really just a 2 to 3 minute cold shower and that finishes your daily routine. This takes literally 30 minutes and you've got cold exposure, you've weighed yourself, you've done 20 minutes of cardio, you've done a 20-minute meditation, you've sculled a liter of water. What else have you done? You've gone to the toilet, congratulations. You've done all of this in 30 minutes. It hasn't really been procrastination. This is a bunch of 80-20 activities and it's a damn good way to start the day. So look, if you like this video, then please like and subscribe. There's probably some videos around here that you might be interested in, so I will see you in one of those.